Hi, I'm Cheryl, and I just want to share a little piece of me and how I began on this journey. When I began this journey, I started off at 370 pounds. I didn't feel like I was able to thrive as a woman, as a mom, or as a wife. I didn't think it was possible at all to become anybody besides a woman who heard from her doctor over and over again, "You're obese and you need to lose weight." After those discussions from my doctor, he never gave me any advice. He said, "Count calories." Well, you know what? That's not so easy. It worked for a couple weeks because I needed to do something. I was 370 pounds. But later on, I gained it back because there was no support for me. I didn't know what to do. And then I had my mom, who had gotten sick. You see, her health was in the worst of shape. She had adult type 2 diabetes. We had heart disease on my mom's side, heart disease and cancer on my dad's side. Everything in our lives was destined to just be horrible. You know, if you weren't going to perseverate on heart disease, then you were thinking about cancer and diabetes. I didn't want those descriptions to be the end of my life. I didn't want to think about them all the time. But then later on, I needed to start thinking about them because then my doctor said to me, "You should probably have the gastric bypass surgery." I left there hearing two words: failure and obesity. Though he didn't say those two words that day, in my heart and in my head, I heard those words, and I heard them so loud and clear. But I had no guidance. I had nothing. They just offered me to count calories, but there was no follow-through for me. Fast forward in my life, I lost my mom, which is so devastating to talk about, but I did lose her to her chronic obesity, her not taking care of her own health, and it was so hard to deal with because I was just destined to fall into that path, and she left me at age 27. I had a child who was almost 2 years old, who was my pride and joy, but I didn't have a mom to guide me through how to be a mother. So I had to find a way to be a person again. And years later, I found a support. I found life again. And I found it through doing 21-day fix and Shakeology. I didn't count calories anymore. I counted these little containers called colors. And we call them calories because it just sounds better. But what you see is I found the ability to live again. And I want you to try that as well. And if you would, and you would want to join me in making your life the best life ever, where I have lost 192 pounds all naturally. I did not listen to what the doctor said and had to go to have gastric bypass because for me that was just an easy way out. I did this. I needed to learn from those mistakes. And those mistakes taught me how to go forward. So if you want to join me, just for a month, and if it didn't pan out for you, within that first 30 days, it's no cost to you. You could return it. But if you gave me a month of your time, wouldn't it be worth it? Wouldn't that be the best start of your life? The first 30 days, it's just learning at that point. Don't you feel you're worth it? Because I do. I would love for you to join me in my quest to help you live a longer, happier, more prosperous life. Do you have 30 days just for you?